Hi Gemini. Is it a high five Gemini or just a hi Gemini? You never know, but it's good to see you guys anyway. 3 card tarot spread now for the sign of Gemini for mid-November 2019. Okay, with the Radiant Rider weight this week. I haven't used this one for a little while and it actually stinks of tobacco. I'm glad you can't smell it, but you can certainly see it. I smoke a lot less than I used to. Actually trying really hard to give up. So this might be an excuse to get myself a new deck actually, because I'm really not enjoying the smell of this one. But there you go, there's something about kind of breaking old habits there that's come in already. And the first card we've got really is going to be breaking old habits because... Come here, come here. It is number 16. It is the Tower of Destruction. And if you know the tarot, you'll know already. But if you're not so familiar with the tarot, let me reassure you, this doesn't actually mean death and doom and destruction in that sense. I'll just bring it up close. And you can see these characters, they're falling from the tower. But they don't look at all afraid. There's no sign of death. There's no blood or anything being spilled in this card. But the tower in which they live has had the crown blown right off it. And things are changing. A lightning bolt, a bolt from the blue coming in. And because this is the first card, I feel you guys are already going to be aware of this. Don't worry about it. It shows a very, very difficult situation, but certainly not an impossible situation. Sometimes it's quite liberating to get into a position like this because you just can't kind of not change. You can't not allow the change into your life because it is coming in anyway. Number 16 in the major arcana, close to the heart, and doing quite well in terms of numerology on the way to kind of second base, I guess you might call it, because we never stop evolving, we never stop changing. So card number 2 for Gemini, mid-November 2019, and it's the Empress. Now this is rather good to come in after the Tower of Destruction. It's number 3, as a nice sort of round, almost magical number there. And the magical thing about the Empress is actually all to do with what's been going on in this world, because she is very, very good with nature. She's very close to nature. She has a great deal of wisdom, and she wears that crown of so many stars, you know, and carries the orb. It looks like an orb and scepter all mixed into one there. But got the feminine here, the divine feminine most certainly, with the sun at the heart of it. And when I use these in private readings, I tend to think that these represent people. It's certainly fertile. When I look straight at it, it's lots and lots of ears of golden corn, which is a great thing of fertility in itself. But suggests children as well. So if you've got children around you, there's going to be something very positive happening in that direction. But there we go. Got a nice round number 3 there. And that's bringing a lot more kind of contentedness and happiness into life after we've seen this one. And bags of potential, of course. Okay, let's shuffle the rider weight again and say, what is the third card, please, in this reading for the sign of Gemini for mid-November 2019? And it's the 8 of Pentacles. There he is. So there's more hard work to do, basically. No one said it was going to be easy, but it's worth it. The work is paying off at this point. See, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pentacles up the tree already. 1 lying down here. Now, maybe this needs some more work. Maybe it doesn't. But that is this chap's craft, you know, is to know the difference between whether a thing is ready or not. He's not sure, so he's working on number 8 there. But there's no harm in putting a thing to one side when you're trying to work out which way to go, because you really do kind of need to know which way you're going to really know. What am I saying? You need to know which way you're going to really be able to get there. Let's face it. Okay, the sky's a wee bit dark there, a little bit slanty looking as well, but there is loads and loads of turquoise truth going on in this card, and all the gold that goes with the pentacles. Because as well as being, you know, discs in some decks and circular, showing the kind of roundedness of things, or working together, the holistic side of things, shall we say, the 5 points of the star in the pentacles represent all the 4 elements working together under the 5th magical highest up element of the divine. So there is divine assistance there, waiting to help, waiting to make things happen. Let's just have a little significatory look into Work Your Light, my just about my favourite oracle deck at the moment, actually. It's by Rebecca Campbell. Fabulous deck. And what have we got? Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. Yeah, now this is it. See, persecution Well, I'm not saying that the Tower of Destruction there is actually about persecution, but it's about kind of happenstance persecuting what you're trying to do in rather a lesser way, shall we say. But this character is in the cave. She actually knows there's light at the end of the tunnel because she is at the end of the tunnel and she can see it. And through whatever's kept her in the dark, through that, she is actually going to be able to speak truth, make magic happen, and keep on moving. Okay, thumbs up please if you've enjoyed it, Gemini. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell so you don't miss anything, leave me a comment, we'll share the journey, and I'll be along again with more readings. Thanks again, peace.